the taking of flash photographs is strictly prohibited. Thank you. Now, please welcome to the stage, Evan Ruggiero and the Seven Legs.
Hello, my name is Evan Ruggiero. I grew up in Old Bridge, New Jersey. I started dancing at the age of 5. It was great, I loved it. I loved the way that the music came out through my feet. My first Broadway show was Bringin' the Noise, Bringin' the Funk. I saw that in 1996 with Savion Glover. That's when I said, I'm going to be on Broadway one day. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this happen. By the time that it came to college, year 2 came along. I was cast in 2 shows, and I had a really severe pain in my right leg. And at first I thought I just fractured it in some capacity from dance. And I had an x-ray taken of my leg. So he said, I want you to have this looked at by a specialist at Sloan Kettering in New York City. So I thought, Sloan Kettering, well, that means cancer. Do I have cancer? So I had the biopsy done, and the pathology report came back, and I was being diagnosed with osteosarcoma, bone cancer. My friends would come by and visit me, family would come over frequently. My friends really kept me motivated and kept me positive. They didn't treat me as if I was Evan with cancer. They treated me as Evan before, the same Evan that they knew. May 9th comes along. It's my 9th surgery. So I wake up from that operation and I knew something wasn't right. So he comes back the next morning and he says, the only thing I can do now, all right, is I have to amputate your right leg above the knee in order for you to live. And we talk about the advancements in prosthetics and microprocessor knees, and I remembered a video that I had seen when I was 16 years old. My tap teacher, Miss Mitchell, showed us all the greats of tap dancing, and one of the tap dancers in the video was Peg Leg Bates.
Don't look at me in sympathy. I'm glad that I'm this way.
And at the time I just thought, oh, wow, you know, this guy's laying it down with one leg. He's doing better than most people with 2 legs. And at the time I didn't realize he would be a role model for me and serve as that inspiration to continue dancing. And I say, you know what? I'm going to dance again. I promise. All in all, I went through a total of 16 months of chemo, and I had 13 surgeries, and 2 weeks after I finished chemo, I said to my prosthetist, look, it's time to dance. I want a peg leg. Let's see what we can do. I said, okay, how can I do this? Well, let me just change around the vocabulary a little bit. Peg, hop, peg, flat, peg. So, ba, da, 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 da. So just like that, I taught myself how to tap dance again. And that was the first YouTube video that I took. And then the next morning, it just kind of took off. And I had messages from Dance Magazine, and one thing led to another. Eventually, I made my way out to Ellen DeGeneres and had a little interview with her. And I've done some really cool stuff around the world. I love to perform. Ultimately, I would like to be in the arts, doing everything that it is that I love to do. I love playing music because I have a lot of influences from the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. Lots of early rock and roll and hair metal and glam metal, Motley Crue, Aerosmith, Bon Jovi, Led Zeppelin, Robert Plant especially. These guys who just get on stage and they love what they do. They don't care what people think about them. That's how I feel when I'm on stage. I'm invincible up there. In the last 7 years, I've battled cancer. I beat it. I started tapping again. I started performing in musicals in Pittsburgh, now in New York City. I'm on this path. It's the pursuit of happiness for me. What makes me happy is just going and going every single day and doing this and putting in the hours and putting in the work. That's what makes me happy. I have a disability. I have one leg. And there's a really awesome message in that. And that's just to accept people for their differences and accept them for who they are. To triumph through adversity. It's so important to be yourself and to love yourself. Since losing my leg, I've definitely come into my own, and I've definitely accepted the person who I am. I've accepted the artist and the teacher who I am. There'll be times that I'm taking a class and there's just things I can't do, and that's life and that's how it is. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to find a way to get there. Just moving forward with musical theater, I want to make a change, and I want other actors and actresses with disabilities to say, yeah, we can do that too. We can do it. I enjoy what I do every day, and I wouldn't have it any other way.